5 core values: respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask that each of you abide by these values to help create a positive and competitive environment. Please rise for a word of prayer. Father God, thank you for today. Thank you for the beautiful weather to come out and play the game of soccer that we all love. I pray that you would keep each player here free of injury, that we would have a great competitive game, and that we would honor you in all that we say and do. Please be with CIU and the fans as they travel home. It's in your son's name we pray. Amen. And now for our starting lineup. First for CIU. Number 0, Vasilios Diakomahalis. Number 3, Michael Abongo. Number 6, Pablo Portero. Number 7, Florian Baumgartner. Number 9, Rodrigo Sarkal. Number 53, Paul Schuch. Number 11, Victor Gonzalez. Number 26, Landon Guevara. Number 18, Emmanuel Barajas. Number 51, No Lemus. And number 46, Ive Silic. And now for your Bryan College lines. Number 1, Jack Smith. Number 3, Mattia Marini. Number 4, Levi Miller. Number 5, Alex Fletcher Clifford. Number 7, Juan Kim. Number 8, James Mitchell. Number 9, Beckham Davidson. Number 10, Cesar Castro. Number 11, Sammy Gomez. Number 17, Josh Hernandez. And number 22, Owen Morales. The lines are coached by Jeremy Davidson and assisted by Alex Horton and Felipe Arias.
Better keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, man. The devil gon' settle in the middle. If you want a ball, gotta learn how to dribble. Yeah, keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, I'm from the 912. They gon' tell you real quick what it is, what it ain't. Now, better, this is not about you. Maybe go home round 2, man. If life is a fight, then I'm back round 2. Money might buy your spin. Money ain't never gon' pay for your spin. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Lions Den. This is Josh Muncy back with you, joined alongside by Jordan Day for our men's matchup today between CIU and the Lions. As we are going to get it started right off, this ball's getting played in. Sace flips it on for Mattia. Mattia looking to get this ball in the box, and that is going to go off a CIU player for a Lions throw. And as soon as we get a calm down moment here, I will let Jordan Day introduce the lineups to you. But so far, off to a quick start here. That ball's going to be battled around there. Johnny Kim's going to get it. And we're going to get our first foul of the game. I think it was on number 46, rocking the
46 would be Ive Silic.
Rocking the Fellaini hairdo there. Only Man U player I've ever liked was Mario Anfalani. So
we're going to see our first free kick here of the game. I was going to ask, it'd be interesting to see what they do with Mattia today. Is he going to be up the wing, and then about 6 seconds after kickoff, he's trying to cross the ball
down
in.
the pitch, yeah.
So we're going to see Owen here on the ball. He's going to play a ball in.
Oh, good ball.
It's going to be cleared by CIU. And, yeah, I will take you around. Give me about 1 second here, and I will go through some of these lineups.
CIU is going to control the ball. They're going to play it back to their keeper. They're going to look up this far side of the pitch as Owen is going to flip that out, and that's going to make its way all the way back to Jack Smith, who's going to pick it up and fling it over here to this near side to Mattia, who comes under a little pressure and is able to just kind of take care of it himself. Just an inch too far for James to get his foot onto that one. As you see here, forcing the Rams to play it back. And they're going to shoot one up the field that Fletcher Clifford is going to try to get his head on, is going to commit a foul there. So the Rams will have a free kick here as they're telling everybody to get forward.
And I'll take you through right here. We'll go through these starting lineups. In goal for the CIU Rams is Vasilios Diakomahalis. And in the back line, we're going to have Abongo, Barajas, and Shoot. It looks like they're in a back three or a back five, whichever you want to call it. Victor Gonzalez is going to play on the left side of that as you see that ball played in and headed out as far as Selich, who's going to play that ball back to number 11.
Yeah.
That's Shoot. But Portero and Lemus in the middle of the park for the Rams. Number 26, Landon Guevara is going to play that right wing-back position, and it looks like a front three of, on the left, Florian Baumgartner, number 46, Ive Selich, and number 9, who I think is the danger man, as they call it, Rodrigo Sercal, who is the 13 goals, 3 assists, and I think nobody else has more than 4 goals for them, Josh. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Lions definitely have a game plan for him, I'm sure, but if you can take him out of the game and make someone else beat you, good step by Mattia right there. And that's our first touch there for Sercal here, number 9.
So this game, looking at the standings, I'm not sure what the goal differential, if that's the first tiebreaker, but both teams can make some moves here in the conference now that everybody else is done playing. The Lions can move up to the number 2 seed with a win, and it looks like CIU, depending on what the tiebreaker is, would go to a tie for that 4th place spot, which would mean, you think, well, what does that mean? Well, that means you host a game. And so, as we're going to get a foul here right in front of us that Jordan Day was calling for, and he's a little bit upset at the grass.
I'm upset
carriage.
with the grass more than I am the foul call. As we see that ball played to Mattia, and he's just behind Beckham, who was making that run. Picked up by 53. That is Paul Shoot, who plays a deep ball. Jack Smith comes for that. It's going to be touched. Just cleared by Fletcher Clifford. Absolutely. And what I saw in stats when I was looking for our homework for the game is that Jack Smith is the best save percentage in the conference, number 1.
There we go.
So not the most total saves, but that speaks to how good our back line has been. But the save percentage, he has been up over 80%. So he's done such a good job, man. He's given himself a chance to be known as probably one of the best few keepers in the league. We're going to see 18 play that ball. That's Barajas going to play over to 26, Landon Guevara.
I'll be interested to see kind of how the all-conference teams shake out. You got to think we've got a few lines that deserve to be on those teams. But sometimes in soccer, the numbers can misconstrue some things.
True, and you look at the Lions, I mean, a team that's very balanced like the Lions, it's spread out a little bit, especially those attacking numbers are spread out when you have so many options, as we see Levi boot that one clear. But I'm interested with you to see, I mean, Jack Smith's got to be at least at the top of that, the Lions being one of the best defensive teams in the league.
You think Sace with the goal numbers, But you think about a guy like, like James Mitchell, who may not have the numbers. I don't know what his individual stats are off the top of my head. A guy like Beck, who they play so well and are so crucial to what we're doing. And, both center backs, Levi and Alex, both I think would have to be considered all-conference caliber center backs. So it'll be interesting to see as CIU really looking to work that ball in. Jack's going to come and get that one. That was a great job by Jack Smith. Go get that ball.
Yeah, the first 7 minutes, it seems that the Lions are a little bit more passive at least and have kind of sat back in it. We're trying to get a feel for how they're playing. Is a lot of pressure from the front three of the Rams. As you see Mattia with a little inverted run looking for Beckham Davidson. Beautiful pass. He's got Sace on the overlap. He plays it in. Is it going to have the pace for it? It is. What a perfect ball. Defender goes to ground. Sace is going to cut it back and look for a runner in the middle. He slips down, but he stays on the ball. And he's somehow still got it, Josh. I don't know what's going on. And look,
he's going to get it back.
He's going to look that in there to Johnny. Johnny plays it. Owen Morales. We need to see a shot here, Owen, as he scuffs that one a little bit, but it's going to look to –
Oh,
we've got a flag up.
offsides.
We've got a flag up, but
James did not agree with the call.
Sace needs a little bit of a break there. He's got me out of breath just calling his run and continual fight for the ball there. But unbelievable ball to start that play from Mattia Marini into Beckham Davidson, who made that kind of run from outside on the flank to inside through the middle.
Yeah, they were just off cue the last possession. That was the same ball Mattia tried to play. This time they were able to kind of get on the same page there.
Going to see Abongo on the ball. And I believe it is Abongo wearing the armband.
Yes.
He is a graduate player from Kenya. He's 15 of 15 on games started, so he must be a rock for them at the back line. You see Jack Smith come out, and on the half volley, he gets drilled after he clears the ball. We're going to have to see a card, and we are. It's blown dead, and he's going to stop the clock and give a yellow card to number 7. That is Florian Baumgartner. So a yellow card early there.
You kind of hear the coach here saying, they're conceding you the ball. Why are we crashing in there like that? So now you end up with a yellow card. The Lions have possession now. So let's see if Jack can kind of get this ball up here. Everybody's kind of funneled their way into one kind of little square area here as Jack kind of slips, taking the kick.
Looks like Guevara's played that ball. Jack off his line again, and he's got to clear that ball. Good job by Jack Smith. We've got Mattia Marini down after the play. Seems to be getting up.
If the first 10 minutes are any indication for what this game is going to be, it is going to be wild.
Yeah. What that tells me, Josh, is you're going to need a Diet Coke. I'm going to need a Dr. Pepper. That's what
I think
we need
that's
here in the
exactly, I think that's what. Anybody listening on campus, if you bring us a Dr. Pepper and a Diet Coke, you will be loved forever. Not that you wouldn't be anyway.
That's true. Well, we got 29 listeners out there. I know a few of those are probably across the pond. I know Fletcher Clifford's family is probably tuning in. So
yeah, great win there by Mattia. Yeah, he's already commented, so I think he's tuning in.
We've got a little foul off the ball here by number 18. And
I think there were a couple fouls could have been called there.
That was on Emmanuel Barajas, and he's going to come over here. So what we're going to see is it's a little chippy earlier. We're 9 minutes in, and we've had a couple, I guess, tussles off the ball, tussles on the ball. We've got our first yellow card. We went the entire girls' match into the last, 2 minutes of the game without a yellow. We've already got one yellow here, and we're going to get some more. So interested to see what happens here with the start of this one. As it looks like it is going to be just as entertaining as the ladies' game earlier. Mattia plays that into Johnny Seelich on the ball. He does a good job closing down, and we're going to get a foul here on Johnny Kim. That was good pressure there by Seelich to step in. 26 on the ball. Landon Guevara, he's playing this right wing back. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of him sprinting up and down the pitch here, Josh, for the start of this one.
Absolutely.
Looks like in possession, more of a back three. We see Barajas, Abongo, and Shoot here in the back line as Abongo plays the ball forward for the wing back.
And this is going to be offsides there.
Really good job. Little volley outside of the boot volley there from Guevara, which is
I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure he was off there.
He's not chirping a ton about it, but they're talking. He's talking with the linesman here. But a little bit of a dangerous run there down this right wing back, down on this flank. Something for Mattia to be at least aware of. And it'll be interesting, too, because he's been releasing so far up the field. May put a little more stress on Fletcher Clifford to defend out here on the flank, which we have seen him all year. He has no problem doing that. We saw him even last week putting his name in maybe as a little bit of a winger.
Yeah.
Playing some balls in there as Beckham Davidson wins the ball back with a nice tackle there, and we got a foul off after that play. I believe that is
Owen.
Owen goes
yeah,
down.
Owen drew the foul. Really, this game has been wide open. There's been not a slowdown in it yet.
We're gonna have plenty of action up here today, Josh. There's no doubt about that with the way that it started. As you see Rodrigo Cursal on that ball, and he has been the guy for the CIU Rams. And so we'll see what Coach Davidson has in his game plan to try to shut him out, or at least negate him a bit with the 13 goals, 3 assists. He's going to have his hands full, though, with the Lions back line with Fletcher Clifford and with Levi in the middle. They have proven to be tough to break down, have the Lions so far this year. Ball's played in the middle to Pablo Portero. He's one of the midfielders. You see Jack Smith come and grab that. Fletcher Clifford with the clearance. That's going to be at the midfield line. Josh Hernandez and Portero there competing for the header. Ball's back. Sace is going to initiate a little bit of press. It's going to be whistled for a foul on Sace. I think it was more of a slip, but Sace was providing a little bit of pressure there. So I think no problem there with the call. There's a ball played on the left flank. That should be number 11, Victor Gonzalez, who's going to play ball into the top. It's going to be blocked by Marini, but nonetheless a good ball. Josh Hernandez on the ball. It looked like we got a head injury. I think what had happened was Seelich went down on the tackle, and when Josh turned to go back up the field, maybe he made contact with his head while trying to just take a step. I couldn't tell. He definitely grabbed at the head area and he was on the ground. So you have to think he got stepped on or the ball hit him, one or the other. As we see the training staff out to check on him. What I'll say about Ive Seelich here at the start with number 46 here is a lot of pressure. Very aggressive player. He's done a good job, even as an attacker, pressing down these line midfielders, pressing onto the back line here. As he seems to be okay, they're going to come out here and check him, and then I'm sure he will be allowed to go back on. Number 6, Pablo Portero, going to get us back underway here with a free kick. He's going to play that short to the right. Number 18, Emmanuel Barajas. Guevara back to Pablo Portero, who plays a cross-field ball. play that ball into the back of somebody's head, and the ball's played back in to the back post.
What a
And
shot.
Landon Guevara with a unreal finish. And I'll tell you this, Josh, I mentioned it earlier when we were offside, when it was an offside and he put up that volley. Not something you see as a right wingback with that ability to finish, but that ball was played back post on the half volley, and he put his laces through it into the side net. One of the more impressive goals.
That was a dot. That was a dot.
One of the more impressive goals we've seen. So the promising start there. What a promising start there for CIU, and they're rewarded with a goal. They lead the Lions here, 32:05 remaining in the first half, and CIU has started off on the front foot, and honestly a well-deserved goal for them. I can't say enough about that finish, Josh. It's going to be one of the best we see.
That was a world-class finish right there. No matter what level of soccer you're at, that was a good finish. Now let's see how the Lions can rebound as Sace wins that second ball. They're going to play that back. Almost rolled up the goalkeeper's foot. Every time I see Sace attack that goalie now, I just think, keep doing it because you've gotten yourself a goal off of it. Mattia able to win the ball. Looking to settle it in the middle, not able to. Lions give up possession. Great job by Owen to kind of poke that away, and then Beck went and cleaned it up.
Sir Carl had Baumgartner running down the wing there and kind of held onto the ball a little bit too long. As you see, number 6, Pablo Portero, kind of step down on Sace and take that ball. Right now it seems to be that the Rams are winning all those 50-50 balls. Their energy levels they're definitely up for this game. It's a little bit of earlier start than we're used to, but they are on it.
I'm almost wondering if this is one of those situations where the Rams need like 2-3 goals, something like that, to kind of jump that position, because they are not satisfied with the one goal they've gotten so far.
That would definitely make sense with the way they started this game. Really on the front foot, they've attacked. They're defending in a back five, but and really attacking. I would have said they're more of a 3 at the back with the ball, but we've even seen that left side of that back five, or this left side of that back 3 with Paul Shute has been up at the top of the 18. So really it's been 2. They're leaving 2 at this midway line, so very susceptible to the counter. We know that we've seen that with the Lions, especially with the speed of our attack through Sace in the middle, as Fletcher Clifford does a good job to get his head to that. Levi Miller going to clear that. Look for Beckham Davidson just a tad bit too far. Good touch by number 11 there, Victor Gonzalez, as he retains possession and plays it back to Shute, number 53. Barajas on the ball. He's going to look deep. Mattia Marini is going to clean that up, head it down to Johnny Kim, looking for something. Plays across to Hernandez and back to Owen. Owen back to Fletcher Clifford as the Lions look to possess the ball. He's pressured by the front line of the Rams. All the way back to Jack Smith. He's going to look to kick this one deep, and nobody home as Beckham Davidson had kind of
dropped down. Yeah, you see kind of Beck and Owen will interchange sometimes. As you see now, Owen is kind of occupying that right wing position, and Beck's kind of in that right back, and that was just kind of in a place where normally you would think one of them would be there, but neither one there at that moment. As now the Rams look to play that diagonal ball to the far side. I believe 11, that's Gonzalez, right?
It is.
Yeah, so he's working that ball against Owen. Good job by Owen, and now Johnny and James come in as they make them work the ball all the way back to their half of the field. They're going to work it around. Now they're going to look to attack back up that sideline, bring it back into the middle.
Portero plays across to 51. That's no Lemus. Good job right there by Johnny to step, looking for Sace. As he goes to ground. No foul call. I thought we might see an advantage as they got a.
Yeah, I didn't see the advantage sign. I thought that should have been a card too. Just
to stopping it. Yeah, it was a tactical foul there to stop that line attack.
Like I'm okay with advantage being played, but we'll see if we can get a. And we have an offsides call that is being waved off due to advantage, and Alex. Gosh, he's so good.
Fletcher Clifford. I am partial to Alex because he's a Liverpool fan. So, I loved him before I knew him.
I was going to say I used to like him a whole lot more.
But now that I know that he's a Red, we love him. My love for him is even higher than it has been. But he's done such a good job there, transfer from Point University, and really been one of the reasons that this back line has been so much of a, I guess, staunch for the opposition is that he's come in and kind of solidified the center of that back line. Him and Levi Miller have been unreal.
They are a great tandem.
Little bit of a weak, I guess, going to ground there maybe by Sam.
It was Owen.
Oh, excuse me, Owen. It's 22. Sam, I got my sides mixed up here. Sammy on our side. So that ball played in.
And what's unique over here on this side is you see that, Sammy is further back than Mattia is at this moment. You see Mattia coming up now to kind of occupy that left back. So we'll see if Mattia is trying to get forward a little more today.
We've seen that with both sides. These wide backs and wide attackers are very free-flowing. And I think what Coach Davidson has done is, if Mattia makes a run, Sammy's got to know, and with Beck too, both those guys, they have to know if somebody overlaps, you've got to be able to stay home, provide a little bit of attacking or defending, and they're so versatile on the wing. We'll see them switch a lot and have runs of play 15, 20 minutes where they'll just flip, and I don't know if that's always coming from the dugout or if it's more of just the way that the game goes and they free flow with the feel of the game. But 26-22 remaining. CIU with a 1-0 lead over your Bryan Lions here at the Lions Den. Good header win there by Mattia Marini on the goal scorer, number 26, Landon Guevara. Ball played in the middle, Portero on it. He is a naturally left-footed player as he plays a overlapping ball to Victor Gonzalez. Hey, they got numbers in the box here. Back to the top to Portero. He cuts that cross.
Got to cover that back post. He's hanging out there again, kind of in the same position where he scored the first goal. As you see Sammy on the run here. There's another yellow card.
Yep, and you see that tactical foul there to stop that attack. And the one thing we said, and this was a little bit of the girls, I don't know if something, and the girls' game and the guys' game is CIU, they leave two center backs here at the midfield line, and everybody else is up there. And, they are pushing numbers forward big time. And we're going to see that's the second yellow card of the game. So that's something to watch. Florian Baumgartner, number 7, who's playing off that left wing, has got one. And now Paul Shute, number 53, who's on the left side of that center back trio, has picked up a yellow card. We'll see if that forces the Lions to play a little more down the right flank. It's Fletcher Clifford plays this ball forward. Deep for Mattia. He's able to get on the end of it right at the corner flag. Cuts back, tries to go in line. And that looks like we're going to get that call's going to go against Marini. So did he hook him, Josh, when he tried to turn, or was it more of a simulation? He thinks he went to ground too easily.
I think he's thinking he went to ground too easy. Good job by Alex there to make them work back towards their own goal with the ball. They're going to whip it around. Gonzalez has it on that far side, plays it back to his center back who was just booked. And they're going to play that ball forward. And Levi's going to sweep through there and knock that almost all the way up the hill for a throw-in for the Rams. As they look to take it, play it back. Say's able to provide a little pressure there, but the ball is going to go out for another throw-in for the Rams. As I believe that is Gonzalez that is taking the throw-ins. And a turnover there. And Johnny, can he find, not quite able to find Sammy there as that ball's cut out. And then Johnny's going to run back in. We get a mix of players in there, and we're going to get another foul and a free kick for the Lions here. Not much time to take in what's going on here. It's just kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The only time we seem to get any pauses is during these penalties or during these fouls. Alex is going to whip that ball up off the head of Sace, and it's going to skid through. No runner was going there.
You can hear Mattia wants Sace to press, and Sace doesn't have to be told more than once to get after the ball there. You see the ball rolled out to shoot. Who's going to play that ball in? Only as far as Levi Miller. He heads it down. James Mitchell and 51. No Lemus. There's Josh Hernandez all the way up from his midfield spot to apply some pressure. Good. Mattia Marini with a good header there. He's unhappy about something because he's speaking Italian. So
yeah, you know he's not happy when the Italian starts flowing out.
Absolutely. Ball played to Paul Shoot on the. He's played some deep balls there. Good job by Owen Morales to block that and then get a slide tackle there. Played up here. Sammy Gomez on the ball. He's got James Mitchell.
Can he release James up that left side? Now Sace is in the middle. Can he get himself onside?
Good job.
Bongo is going to sweep that out. That was a good defensive move by Bongo.
Really good job. And you can see when James has that freedom, has the freedom there to overlap, to kind of make some free-flowing runs. We got two guys over the corner here. It's going to be
Owen and James, it looks like. I don't know. Looks like James is going to kind of walk off.
Fletcher Clifford and a Bongo. That's a matchup here as Bongo seems to be marking Fletcher Clifford at the top of the box.
Yeah, both of similar size as he's going to whip all the way around. Can he get on the end of it? And that is going to be popped up. I believe that was Sammy that got his head to it.
You're correct. It was Sammy. Sammy Gomez, number 11 at the back post.
And ball's quickly played back in as that shoot that's looking to free one of these runners up.
Fletcher Clifford out here at the left back spot as Mattia had filled in for him kind of centrally there as our center halves tried to get back off that corner. Was played quickly by CIU. Mattia Marini on the ball. He's going to look for a switch backside to Owen, and he's going to get on.
He's going to be taken down. Are we going to have a penalty here? There's going to be no call here.
The center ref looked to the assistant referee, and he got nothing. I mean, and you can see James Mitchell coming to ask the assistant referee on the side. We're going to say that's incidental contact, which I'll be honest with you is ridiculous.
He went through his back.
It's ridiculous.
He went through his back.
That's a nailed-on pin as we see the training staff come out to check on Owen.
I mean, if anything, maybe it was a hair outside of the box. That's okay. I'll take the free. That's a foul, though.
I've got no problem. You tell me that we don't have enough of an angle here to see where the contact occurred, but the fact that there's no foul call there is ridiculous. I think everybody here saw it, but the two guys that needed to see it, we've played through the back of the player there. What a ball by Marini over the top. And once that ball is allowed to hit the ground, I believe by Shoot 53 there, Owen was destined to be on the end of it and in a spot. Ball played through, I think absolutely going to play it, be able to get a shot off there with his right foot. And unfortunately, we don't get the call there.
Yeah, I think, number one, you can't just run through a player when their back is to you. I don't understand what the ref is saying here to James to justify the call that he made, but there's no way that's not something.
You can tell by the way, the timing of the play, he took, as soon as there was contact and the players went to ground, he glanced to the assistant there on the side, and he was never had his flag up, never, it essentially was his call, and didn't make a call. And just frustrating there because I feel like that was such a good ball unlocking the defense there by Mattia Marini. And maybe that looks to be something that the Lions are going to do. We're going to be one man short right now as Owen Morales has to come off because the trainer came out. So I'm assuming he will be back on the field as soon as the ref lets him on. Seelich with a good flick there. to 51 who tried to play it back to him. That's no Lemus. It's a good job by Sace. They go to ground. And I think the ref forgot. And
Yeah.
there, look, you know what? That may have worked out for us as Owen's on the ball. Looking to play him through is Sammy. Owen back on this left flank. Takes on his defender. That's a good tackle there
Yeah.
by, I believe, 18 Barajas. And Sir Call is back, double teamed, and good footwork by him as he's still on the ball. And you can see why he is a
And then that's a foul.
bit of a threat there. And you can tell he took that
Yeah.
ball from this flank and dribbled through 2 players and then back into the midfield. So
he's got some footwork. I was looking, he's second in the conference in goals.
if I had to guess, my top goal scorer would be one of those guys from Union.
Yep. So Wheatcroft is one, and Valverde is tied for second.
Okay, I thought maybe Callum Edwards in the mix. Those guys.
Wheatcroft has 8, and then Arnold from Pikeville, and then Slynn from Milligan.
Are you on assist goals? What points?
Oh, I'm on these are assists right here. Sorry. Goals.
My money would be on Callum Edwards as we see 18 Barajas.
You would stand correct there. And then Bramble is third.
See a ball played in by Shoot only as far as Fletcher Clifford, who clears that here to the midway line. We're going to have Sace attempt to win over a bongo. He backs in. We got to get something there, and we do. That is a really good job by Castro to back into a bongo. We're going to see James Mitchell here on the free kick. Oh, what a ball into Sammy. Sammy unable to control it with his first touch, but it's only as far as a throw. We're going to have a sub coming on for CIU here. The next available chance as Mattia Marini throws that in. Draped all over Castro is Barajas. Ball's going to be cleared right in front of the gantry here. It's going to be a throw in for Mattia Marini as he goes to grab a ball.
Trying to sneak a few yards there on the throw in for Mattia.
He's trying to sneak 25 yards.
Yeah.
As they've got Mattia in the correct spot, and he's going to come in for the throw in. If he could get one into Josh Hernandez, and there it is. I'd like to think he heard me there, Josh.
Yeah, I think he did. We're going to say that he did.
Out to Owen. Owen's going to play up to Josh Hernandez. We've got runners back post. Takes a touch back onto the inside.
Oh,
good.
Great foot there.
Yeah, that is number 51. That would be no Lemus playing. That's a pullback right there, and that's a good call. You saw Lemus reach across the shoulder of Beckham Davidson and pull him to ground. 17-15 remaining in the first half. Your Lions trail the CIU Rams 1-0, and a good start that was very heavily favoring the Rams early has swung now the pendulum, I would say, back into the Lions' favor. Kind of got a foothold in the game now, a lot more possession, a lot more threatening as we see Owen play a ball in. It's going to be headed down, and
that's
James
a goal!
Mitchell.
I think Levi Miller got his head to it first, and it kind of rolled down. It bounced off of a couple people, and James, just Johnny on the spot, gets to it with his left foot and just barely gets enough of it to get it past the keeper.
What a finish there, but also what a job on all fronts as we get that sub. It's going to be number 28 for number 7. Number 28 is Bryan Molina, regular starter. And he's going to come in for Bumgartner, who's on a yellow card. So what we got an assist. We're going to give the assist to Levi Miller there.
I would. I'm not sure kind of how it works in the official scoring.
Well, if you're underneath us is where they're making all those big calls down there, Josh. So we'll
Yeah.
go with what they say if it updates for us. But
Yeah.
as of now, Levi Miller on the assist to the goal for James Mitchell, your captain, and Johnny on the spot. Maybe James on the spot there as he latched onto that. And what a job to be able to roll that into the corner. Just a really good, sublime finish there to get the Lions equalizer and put this game at 1-1 with 16:15 remaining in the first half. Like we said, after that first initial 10 minutes, it's been all Lions here in about the last 25. As you see a ball played in, Jack Smith's going to come off his line to clear that. It's going to be right here in front of us. We're going to get
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that was more of a
Sammy kind of pushed him a little bit.
bit of a push, or I was going to say he misjudged his jump.
Yeah.
But he did get a little shove in the back.
It was a very subtle, but there was nobody between Sammy and the ref, so easy for the ref to spot that one.
And there's another long ball there forward by Shoot, who plays that up to Seelich. Seelich across into the side net. I believe that was a shot.
That was, yeah.
Either way, he didn't get his foot enough through it, and it sails into the side net there. Something to watch is the center of this back three, Obongo, the captain, and then the right side of it, which is Emmanuel Barajas, seem more defensive-minded of the three. And on that left side, the left-footed Paul Shoot seems to be playing a lot of deep balls in down that left wing. He can pick a pass, it seems, on a yellow card. So we'll see if we can put some pressure on him. I was going to say,
Shoot's on a yellow too. So I noticed that earlier when kind of Owen was kind of going at him. You could kind of see him tentative to just kind of go in there and make a play. This ball's going to bounce around. They're able to find the goal scorer out wide here as he's going to look to play that ball. And it's only going to go as far as, I think that was Josh Hernandez clearing it. And that ball's going to be whipped back in over the goal. So we're going to get a Jack Smith throw in here, or free kick, goal kick. So 6th goal on the year for James Mitchell.
Yeah, none bigger than the one. I was not on the call that night, but I was on the bus watching you and Drew on the call of the winner against Tennessee Wesleyan here at home.
I do think that was my best goal call of the year, I think.
I was fired up to hear it. So you see James back on the ball. He's going to play that back to Mattia, who's got pressure from 28. Brian Molina, that's the sub for the Rams. That's a good job to win a throw-in. What a job by Mattia. Consistently one of the better players on the pitch is Mattia Marini. Always good in attack, good in defense, can pick a pass. It's a good throw in there. Seelich on the ball, heads back to Shoot. James tries to close him down. And Fletcher Clifford there heads to Beckham Davidson. That's going to be a no call as Seelich wipes out Beckham Davidson. Ball's back in front of us. Landon Guevara, the goal scorer for the Rams, and he's going to recycle play back to Obongo. Obongo in the middle. Look to switch the play up the left flank. Shoot on the ball now. Shoot with a diagonal ball to the middle, and that's going to trickle through. Good job ushering that to Jack Smith by Fletcher Clifford and Levi Miller. Going to have a rollout here to Mattia Marini. He's going to look to make a driving run up and he just misplayed that ball. He didn't get his foot through it, kind of hit it with the outside of his boot. Rolls underneath to the scores table underneath us. 12:50 remaining in the first half, 1-1 between your Lions and the CIU Rams. Landon Guevara with the throw, looks for Sarkal. Good job by Levi Miller to apply the pressure. Ball's going to be played to Sace. Can he win it over Obongo? No, he can't. Obongo does only as far as Gomez, but the Lions didn't have numbers to help with that press there. And it's going to be back to Barajas. Barajas to Obongo, looking to go back across the back three to Shoot. Will we get another diagonal ball? That seems to be what they're doing, kind of play it across from right to left of that back three and let Shoot play balls in deep to the front three. They do not seem to play through Portero and Lima 6 and 51 in the midfield very often.
No, they look to play it long.
Well, and you think anytime, in the midfield there, we do have the numbers in the midfield with them opting for more of a 5 at the back. As you see Johnny initiating press, here we come. That's a good ball there. A good touch. That ball's going to stay in right in front of us. Ball's played in behind the Seelich. Levi Miller across. Good job to be able to. He's going to play that ball in. Mattia, who just got, I think. Mattia cannot stay off the ground as of the moment. He took a stamp, I believe.
Yeah, he got kicked on the spin move before that. I think 51's going to get a card here, or a talking to, if nonetheless.
We're going to have a stop clock here at 10:56 as 51, no Lemus, is probably going to get his last verbal warning.
Yep.
I think the next foul he has will be a card.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations now where, like, he doesn't even have to commit what would be considered a hard foul. Like, just a touch foul at this point could still get him a card.
Yeah, it's just that accumulation of fouls for him as you see Marini up the flank here. He's going to try to play a ball through. We're going to get a sub here, Josh. It's 15 for us.
That is going to be Gannon Hood.
He's going to come in for Sace up top there. So we're going to see a little bit of a different style, I would assume, with Gannon coming up. We've got a lot of chirp in here. So we've got a little bit of chirping between some players. We've got the benches talking to the assistant referee, more of that from the CIU bench than the Bryan bench, begging them to get this game under control. But there has been a little bit of, you think, going to ground a little easily. We've got some fouls back and forth, and I think we are going to have to see some cards to kind of get it a little bit under control. It's been chippier than the games we've had previously here, Josh. You see Gannon Hood applying pressure, his first action here since he came on. 10 minutes remaining of a 1-1 game here at the Lions Den. Deep ball from Emmanuel Barajas. Serkal unable to bring it under, and we've absolutely got a foul there as he undercuts Owen. And
that's got to be a card.
A little bit surprised that we haven't initially got a yellow as he just cut his legs out from under him. He's just warned the
I think
CIU
both teams.
I think he said, I know initially, at least that was at CIU. The next foul is getting a card. So he's definitely got to start making that adjustment here, as we've got, 2 yellow cards so far in the game, both for CIU, none for the Lions, but definitely a lot of fouls that have kind of broke up the fluidity of this game. See a ball played in. Gannon Hood, good touch. Hernandez able to clear, but he turns back into Seelich in the midfield. Seelich plays wide.
Seelich has kind of been all over the field.
He is. He's good. Levi Miller, what a touch.
It's not just the hair, but he kind of reminds me of Mario Anfalani, the way he plays. You know, he's a midfielder, but as soon as you get the ball, he wants to go forward. He sticks his nose in on a lot of tackles.
Yeah, he's an aggressive player for sure, as you see him applying pressure here.
Good job by Levi to just remain control, kick that ball up the field. It'll go out for a throw in here. These are called way up the field defensively. The wind is starting to pick up here. I'm sure you guys can hear it in our microphones. We apologize for that.
Trying to get a little cover there for that.
Normally we're in a good spot here, but it's coming straight off the side here.
That crossfield switch of play from Barajas to Shoot. Shoot leaves it to Victor Gonzalez. Back to Shoot. Shoot's got the goal scorer, Guevara, really far wide here on the right side. Barajas into the middle. Portero on the ball, good turn, back to shoot. Sustained possession here for the Rams. Shoot looking for runners. Plays one into Sirkal. Fletcher Clifford, good job to apply pressure. Ball's played a little bit behind. First time Barajas has really been up the pitch at all. He made a little run there from the back line. Ball was played behind him.
About 7.5 minutes left in this first half as Jack's looking to get this ball back in. And that ball's going to bounce, and James is going to get on the end of it. Nobody in the box at this point, as they're going to shepherd him down, and that ball's going to go out for a throw-in here for the Lions. And they're able to set something up here.
It's a different style when Sace comes out because he kind of runs from wing to wing looking to get in behind. It's always a little bit of a different style. You're going to see Fletcher Clifford come in for what I would assume is a long throw from Hood.
Yeah, it's you know your striker doesn't normally take throw-ins, which makes me think he probably can get this thing into the box. And, oh, he's looking for Beckham.
We haven't seen much at all from Vasilios Diakomahalis there in goal. We've seen the Lions score off that set piece earlier, James Mitchell, but he hasn't really had to do much in the term of shot stopping so far in the first 40 minutes, 39 minutes of this first half. That's an errant pass picked up by Johnny Kim. Johnny's getting ran down by Seelich. Who else? Played out to Beckham Davidson, back post ball. James Mitchell's
is there. And
right on cue, Diakomahalis makes his first save of the match.
Why couldn't you have waited like 5 minutes?
On a header from really good job by Johnny Kim to pick that ball up, play it to Beckham, and a good ball back post to get to James Mitchell, who seems to be playing the furthest up the field here. As we've seen a ball over the top for Sirkal. Can he get on it? No, he can't. Levi Miller again doing a great job up to Josh Hernandez. We've got
There it is.
There it is, and that is Sammy Gomez. Ball played over the top. That's going to stretch the CIU Ram defense.
Oh.
And a good job by Barajas to get across and clear.
I thought there was no way Barajas was getting to that ball.
I did not either, but good job by him nonetheless. And really, that's in the same spot. We just saw that Gannon Hood long throw. I would assume he's coming back over to make another one, as we're going to see a couple subs. As we're going to see number 16, Titus Banta, come in for Sirkal up top, give him a 5-minute breather, and it's going to be Landon Davidson coming in for, who did we get there? Was that
Johnny Kim?
For Johnny Kim.
So that'll be a like for us. Landon will come in these last few minutes, kind of run that number 6 position.
Here comes the long throw from Hood. That's got some distance on it.
That was a good throw.
Met by the goal scorer, Guevara. Back out to Gannon Hood. He plays the ball down here to Josh Hernandez. Hernandez on the ball. That ball's touched out by number 6, Pablo Portero. He's the central midfielder for the Rams.
Play that throw in quick before they could, thinking maybe we can kind of flip them.
I'm not sure he touched the ball. I think their dugout is correct there.
Yeah, I thought so too, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it.
As Mattia Marini back on the ball. Good touch. Sublime there. Played it down to Gannon Hood, unable to control that one, but really good job by Marini there. He's telling Gannon Hood run in behind, as he's always looking to play progressively up the pitch. Gannon Hood with the press. Abongo plays wide here to Barajas. Barajas plays up. Fletcher Clifford wins the header as far as Seelich. Seelich in the middle. Plays over to the goal scorer, Guevara. Guevara back in the middle to the sub, number 28, Bryan Molina. We're getting all kind of action here now. The game's really picked up its tempo.
Yeah, these last 3.5 minutes will probably be like this, I would assume.
Well, you got some fresh legs out there. You got some guys that are putting a little bit more of a shift in now. So you see Landon Davidson, one of those subs that's applying pressure to the ball. Gannon Hood going to run down Barajas here. Going to play a little bit of a ball. It looked like a really good ball searching for Bryan Molina in the box, only as far as the head of Fletcher Clifford. Guevara again double teamed on the side, and it looks like as you hear the CIU dugout scream, no foul. It's getting double teamed. That's going to be played out for Jack Smith goal kick. 3 minutes remaining of a 1-to-1 match here in the first half.
As we're going to get another sub here, I'm going to let you announce this one.
That is going to be number 20, Naoya Nakanishi. I believe his first action of the year.
This is the first time I have seen him.
I have seen
yes.
him, but we're going to go with Nakaishi. I'm going to check that again to make sure I'm saying it right when I write it down. At least get my spelling here for my sheet.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go to the position that Sammy had occupied. So was Sammy the one that came off? I did not see.
The name had stumped me enough, Josh, that I wasn't looking. That's a handball.
I thought so too,
Don't
but
get that called.
as Levi's going to clear that one out on that far side as they're going to take a quick throw in here. They're going to get it back to a Bongo up the middle. He's going to play it over to Barajas, who's great job there by the two subs that have just came in to really put some pressure. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, so the Lions are going to win this ball. Quick throw by Beck. Can Gannon get on the end of it? Shoot, plays it. And the keeper's going to have to flip that out, so maybe Gannon can try a long throw here from the other side.
You really can take his time. We've got 1:34 left in this half. And
yeah.
If the Lions are smart here, you almost want to make sure that you're getting a good chance to set something up, but you don't want to give up a counterattack.
I will say that side is harder for the long throw because of the hill.
Room. Yep, you don't have
you
as much
don't
room.
have that room to really get a running start unless if you start, like you see Beck's kind of
up the
already
hill.
on the hill.
Good throw. Looks for his brother. It's going to come down to
Oh,
Hernandez.
good flip back in by Hernandez. Ooh.
James Mitchell trying to get on the end of that one again. Really good job. They're going to play advantage. I don't think he caught.
No, I think it's one of those that,
but it was just the fact that
it's a goalie.
He's a keeper. 50 seconds remaining here in the first. We're going to shoot a deep diagonal ball.
You know he's going to play
looking for Molina. Cleared back by Mattia Marini.
If this would have been American football, that would have been pass interference. That guy had no idea the ball was coming to him.
No
Never
shot.
looked.
Never turned.
Just kind of kept running.
Ball's going to go out for a Bryan Lyons throw. 30 seconds remaining. We'll see what we can get. That's up to Beckham Davidson. He tries to play up to Gannon Hood, but it's a 3-on-1 there. Josh Hernandez down in the middle. Good flick by Landon Davidson. He tried to turn back in the middle, and he had Nakanishi down the side here, and that ball fizzed just to the right of the post. And just that's something that's a little unneeded. You're definitely, if you're Coach Davidson, not wanting to see that there in the last 10 seconds of the first half, and it's going to count us down to halftime as the clock hits zeros. 1-1 in an entertaining first half here. We will be back with you in about 10 to 15 minutes. CIU 1, Lions 1 here from the Lions Den.
All right, welcome back to the Lions Den as we are here ready for the second half to get started up. And it'll be interesting to see how this kind of half starts compared to how the last one finished. I would not want to be the match official right now. I just think that this game's kind of got a little bit out of control at times. So we'll see what happens here. 1-1 is the score.
See if we can get these lineups back. See what we're going to start with here in the second half.
I don't really see, at least off of the top of my head from the Rams, any changes from their original starters.
Sir Call's back in the game, which we knew that would
Yeah.
happen. So we'll see what happens here. While we've got a minute before the action gets going, I want to shout out our main sponsor, El Toro.
Where'd you eat last night?
I ate at El Toro last night, Josh. You knew that. I have to do that to plug it. I don't want to feel like I'm lying to our fans, but when you're in town,
Thanks for the invite.
the best Mexican food. Well, we were trick-or-treating. If you wanted to come with my kids dressed up as Power Rangers, you could have. But
Anything to win the support of your kids, I would be in for right now because I'm working hard. Kyrie, I'm there. Okay. Kaylee still got some room to go.
she's not having it.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Man City fan. She takes offense. But, yeah, best Mexican food in town. If you're wanting anything Mexican, it is El Toro. We appreciate them being the main sponsor for our broadcast. They support the Lions all year round, and we appreciate what they do for us and bringing the broadcast into your living rooms across the world. As we're going to get started, Abongo's going to play a ball up to 51, no Lemus. It looks like both teams back to their starting 11. Josh, you were correct. I haven't seen a change as of yet. Maybe that might be the only one on the right side. Looks like 19 is in the game, and that is a change for CIU. We're going to see the ball played to Sir Call. Looks to play back post. The run was offside. He's going to go back out to that sub, number 19. First touch, back post ball, and nobody was there to get on the end of the run.
Not a bad ball there, though.
I got to figure out who he's in the game for because it looks like he is playing more of that. It's got to be straight for Victor Gonzalez. I think that is correct. That would be
No, I think Victor's right
Oh,
here.
he's on this side. So it's for shoot. Shoot's not in the back three.
Shoots right there.
Shoots up front. What are we?
You're looking on the
I'm looking.
you're
I'm
the-
opposite.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
opposite. There
opposite
you go.
now. It's the right winger. Whoever was right winger.
That would have been Guevara. That's the goal
Yes.
scorer.
Yes.
But he's still he's in the right side of the back three now.
Who was at that right back position?
Barajas, but he's now in the midfield. So it's a midfielder that's out of the
Oh,
game.
it's
Sealich. Sealich is gone. We're
yes.
missing the Marianne Fellaini.
Mario and Fellaini. Yeah, how did I not know Fellaini wasn't out
How did we
there?
miss that guy? Now that we're back and a little bit oriented here, we're seeing Beckham Davidson back to Johnny Kim on the ball, and a good aggressive start to this half. Johnny Kim, ball deflected right back to him. James Mitchell in the middle's got runners both sides. Good outside the boot pass. Looking for, what a slide there. And they're going to be an offside flag anyway, but a great outside the boot pass there looking for Sammy Gomez, but picked off with a slide. I believe that was the goal scorer, Guevara, who actually went to ground there to pick that off. So we are settled now into this second half. It's 51 on the ground. That's no Lemus.
Yeah, and he took his shin pads out.
He's going to have to be subbed. He may have felt something there, Josh,
Yeah.
because he definitely –
He was not happy.
and so he's going to come out of the game. That's going to be an early sub. In 28, Bryan Molina is back in the game, and we'll see what this does to the – looks like he's going to come up top. The ball played in there. Sammy tries to get on the end of it, and he does. James Mitchell back post. Sace is in the middle of the box. Good touch there, looking for Sace. Sace plays it across, and a good job right there by Diakomahalis there to get his feet down to that, because even if it doesn't find the net, it's going to find someone back post. That someone probably was James Mitchell, and the Lions are going to get their first corner of the second half to see if we can break this deadlock here. Josh Hernandez, Mattia Marini, both on the ball. Josh looking like he will be a short option for Mattia. You got two players that have stepped out of the box here for CIU. My guess is we're still going to throw an in-swinger in here and see what happens. It looks like it's back post right there. A free header by Levi Miller, and he's not able to make that contact, and he pushes that header just wide of the post. Got to think he wishes he had that one back as a big-time chance to get on the score sheet for a center half, and you want to take those when you get the chance. Long ball played to Sircall, does really good job to get it back down. It's picked back off by the line defense. Jack Smith's going to play that ball up towards the midfield line. Portero wins the header. Ball bounces over Levi. And Owen steps up and grabs it, drops it off to Johnny Kim. Owen's making a run. He's looking for the ball from Mattia. Obongo steps forward and clears that back to the midfield where the Lions are going to retain possession. We're getting a pull there. No call. As Bryan Molina, the number 26, the sub, doing a good job defensively. Mattia there with a little bit of a foul against Portero in the midfield. So just how we started the first half, Josh, we're starting the second half. Pretty aggressive by both teams, seeing some balls over the top for both teams. Looks like it's going to be end-to-end as well in this half as it was in the first, as the ball's played over to Shoot. Something to remember, Shoot is on a yellow.
Yeah, as well as number 7, right?
And I do agree here with the CIU bench that that's probably a card there, as it was just a little bit of a swap after the ball was played. Shoot played a ball and was clipped by Sace. And they said they played advantage. So they didn't see it as a card-worthy offense, as you see a good job by Fletcher Clifford to pick that pass off. Little searching ball there. That's a good one, too, and down to Victor Gonzalez. He's going to play a ball back post just over the head of Sircall. A little bit too much pace on that ball, a little too much power. Picked up there by the substitute, Jonathan King. Plays back. Guevara will play that in there. And that's a lot closer. I think our depth perception's not great. A lot closer than we thought it was.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of the net move there.
Jack caught the ball and the net, and the ball hit the post. So it was that close.
Good job by Beckham. We play a ball through here. Oh, and Sace thought Beck was going to run, and he didn't. And that's a good clearance by Gonzalez. Ball looking for a quick throw in there. Good job by the ball boy down here to get the ball to Beck quickly. Owen's going to look for a back post runner. It's going to be Johnny Kim. Johnny Kim with a left boot. Wasn't able to get a ton on it.
Good direction on it, though.
Absolutely, to get that on frame and test Diaka Mahalis there. Good pressure there by Sace. Long ball to the midfield line. Levi Miller heads it down, but only as far as number 7, Florian Baumgartner, also on a yellow for the CIU Rams. Good job by Fletcher Clifford to pick that one off. Bryan Molina pressuring Fletcher Clifford out all the way on the flank there and plays that off of a CIU player for a Lions throw. And he's able to retreat back to that left side of the center back pairing. No pressure on Johnny Kim as Mattia throws it to him. Good job by Mattia. Good feet as he works through the middle of the pitch, but it's picked off there by number 6, Pablo Portero. I think Molina went to ground too easy there. That was the initial shout from the bench that they wanted to call, but nobody's upset about it after the fact. I think it was just, hey, can we get that whistle and then pop right back up and go?
It was a quick shout, and then immediately it turned into get up, get up, get up. So
Obongo, good pace there. And he's going to earn a foul off Sace. And that's a couple fouls by Sace here in this half. You got to think.
Yeah, Sace has got to be close.
The lines are close to yellows as well. And that was really what the CIU bench was asking for, was a couple yellows. They say that.
Same things.
So, yeah, they said the exact same fouls on us have been yellows in the first. We need the yellows to go both ways, which to try to stay biased from that standpoint, they're probably correct there in that as we see a ball played in. Molina fell down at the top of the box and played back here as Sace tries to get on that. Shoot's going to beat him to it, and he's going to turn and play it. It's going to be a Johnny Kim throw for the Lions, and he's going to leave that actually for Marini. James Mitchell was able to get the ball back, see if we can switch it man on. Josh Hernandez, good job there to see off 18. And that was the center back, Emmanuel Barajas, in the first half, and he is now into that holding midfield role.
Good job by Sammy as he works this ball in. Kind of came onto the inside there. Had a couple guys in the box, went ahead and took a shot at it.
I would assume it's pretty hard when you beat a couple defenders there and you're on your right foot and you feel like you're in a good central position to let one go. It'd be really hard to take that last peek to the back post.
And just kind of flip it, yeah.
And so you're probably going, hey, I beat one, I beat two. I'm trying to put a ball on frame here. You see the pressure by the Lions. Good job, and that's going to be cleared over the bench here. And Owen with a quick throw is going to find Beckham Davidson down the right flank. Back to Owen. Owen looks like he can hit a back post ball. He hits it.
Oh!
What a good job right there. Owen to Sace with a chest control and a little bit of an overhead kick on frame, but a good job by Diaka Mahalis to get down to his left. That would have been another highlight reel goal by Sace there. And we've seen plenty of those in the past couple years. And a good job by the Lions, and that's an errant pass by Shoot. And we're looking balls underneath us. Beckham Davidson won it quick.
I tell you, we've had a couple of them over there. I don't know who that is on the kind of, we can't see over the dugout. But they have given us the opportunity to play a couple quick throws that have done really well.
In the first game, it was a couple young kids. They were on, I know on the other side. I couldn't see on this one.
Yeah, it looks like it may be a former player, somebody in a Bryan soccer hoodie, so.
Former player, reserve player would be my guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good closing down by Brian Molina. That's going to put him on a chance.
Oh,
here comes Fletcher
touch.
Clifford across, and he's going to be able to usher him out. And a good job by Fletcher Clifford to come across, usher that ball out. But the touch there by Molina let him down. He had a chance to at least, as Jack Smith takes a quick goal kick. Headers won by CIU out here to the flank. We've got a man on as Levi gets rid of it. Great ball to James Mitchell up this right flank. He's going to turn. He's got two defenders on him, and they do a good job to keep that ball from getting to Beckham Davidson as we get a shove after the fact by Pablo Portero. We're going to get Owen Morales on the kick. Had a couple really good deliveries so far today.
Yes.
He's going to look, I'm assuming.
Just need one to get over a bongo. That's
true.
That's been kind of where it's. Ooh, that was the one.
And it looks like it went off the head maybe of Sammy.
I think it was Sammy, and then because Mattia tried to run and save it.
But Morales' deliveries have been impeccable today. And, you know, honestly, he deserves an assist for the way he's whipped balls in there so far. 33-27 remaining in the second half. 1-1 here between CIU and your Bryan Lions. Good pressure here on a bongo by Sace. Good feet there by Bongo. I've been really, really impressed with his athleticism and when you see a guy of that size at the back, you would think, you know, maybe good straight line pace, but the agility may lack, and he definitely has enough of both. He's done a really good job in the center of that defense. He wears the armband, I would assume, for a reason, as he is seems to be a very solid player at the back. Good ball there to find Sarkal, the danger man for the Rams. A little tiki-taka here in the midfield. We're going to see a deep ball to number 11, Victor Gomez, and a good job by Owen Morales to kick that out. Was it a corner or
It looks like it's going to be a corner.
It's going to be a corner.
That official's got his flag down.
We're going to get – is this our first corner for them in the second half?
I do believe so.
And that'll be number 6, Pablo Portero. If my notes are correct, it will be left-footed.
Yep.
So we're going to get an outswinger here.
And they're kind of all looking that far post to look for somebody to dive to that front post.
What a job. Fletcher Clifford off the line. That had beat Jack Smith back post.
What a save by Fletcher Clifford.
And here come the Lions. We've got Sace on a run. Johnny
Can he play him?
He played it wide
to Sammy. I don't think Sammy. I think Sammy was anticipating the ball in the middle to Sace too.
We'll go back to that corner. It was the goal scorer, Landon Guevara, who won that back post header, and it beat everybody except Fletcher Clifford, who was on the line at the back post, able to head clear as that ball's headed in. Oh, got deflected a little bit too high for Sace, and he tries to control in the box. He's able to get there. They go to ground, and we're going to get a penalty for the Lions. Great job for Sace to control that ball after the deflection on the cross and back to the defender, and he just went to ground too early. And the one thing we've seen with Sace Castro is you better be careful going to ground, and he went to ground and played through the back.
Quick feet.
Played through the back of Sace, and we're going to get a James Mitchell spot kick. And we've already had one James Mitchell goal, Josh. I'm going to give you the call on this one. I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to hope that our captain can slot this home for a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, so we got the captain. He's stepping up, looking to probably take no time here. Goalie has to stay on his line. He's trying to rattle him a little bit by shaking the goal. James looks to step up, takes a breath, chops the feet, goes in. The keeper guesses wrong, and James slots it home. We have a 2-1 lead now for the Lions with 31 minutes left in the second half.
Cue up that goal music. What a job right there. And the Lions back on top. And a little gamesmanship you mentioned there by Dia McCallis and what he did. James kind of had a little grin for him after he slotted that home in the corner. We're going to get a new sub here. I don't know, was 19's going to come off.
Yeah.
That was Jonathan King, and number 14, Andrew King. I'll check on relation. Was he the one that went to ground there? I didn't get the number of who fouled Sace.
I think it was. Now, I do think the referee was right. No yellow card in that foul.
I think it was more of just straight up, just a foul, nothing malicious. He just played through the back trying to make a play and wasn't able to. We're going to get, so it's number 14, Andrew King. He is going to go on that right side from Greenville, South Carolina. He's a senior. Coming in for number 19, Jonathan King, who is from Greenville, South Carolina, a different high school. I know Greenville's a big place, so I'm not going to assume that they're brothers.
Maybe they're cousins.
We're going to leave the door open.
Yeah. Well, you say that. I have a couple of brothers in our men's basketball program that went to different high schools, but that was because one of them closed in the Nashville area. So.
Yeah, we'll assume we'll just leave it up to interpretation. I'm not sure what we've got there, but nonetheless, Andrew King on the right wing as you see that ball played in from shoot. Good header right there.
Oh, great job by Levi. Got it just over number 28 there. Oh, good work by Beckham up this near side. He's going to play it back to Johnny, who's going to get kind of sandwiched there, nowhere to go. They're going to work this ball back. Heavy touch, and Levi cleans it up.
And it cleans into a
just not able to drag that ball with him there. I saw what he was trying to do.
He absolutely flopped there. And I hate to.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of chirping between the AR and the CIU bench.
I want to say this. I told this AR at halftime. He was in the center. He's going to be a great official.
Yeah, young guy.
This is his first year. I was talking to him a little bit. Played at Reinhardt. And he has a good demeanor. Everything like that. And I think he saw what we saw there. Not sure there was heavy contact.
And to be fair to Paul Shute here, he has been fouled a couple times after the play that hasn't been called.
Yes.
And so he's feeling that pressure. we're back to the play here. And the Lions have possession through Mattia Marini. Good little shoulder feint there to play the ball up the wing. Just not on the same page as Gomez, who tried to make a cut. That's in for Sir Call.
And he's on.
And
what a touch
save
by Jack Smith. And we are not going to get an offsides call. I think he was onside.
What he did was, you're talking about a guy that's going to be an all-conference shoo-in with 13 goals, 3 assists. And for me, Jack Smith off his line makes himself big and is able to deflect that wide with his left thigh. I can't speak enough to what Jack Smith's done this year. So we're going to get an in-swinger here. Looks like Portero's going to be on the ball. Plays it short to Sir Call. I think he mishit that ball. It's going to go back out for another corner, and he's going to be back on the ball. Left-footed player here, Pablo Portero. He's going to redo it again. Maybe he gets better delivery. At least the Rams will hope so on this one. A lot of runners coming back post. Going to play it short to the front side. Molino gets his head to it, but unable to glance it back across the goal. And James Mitchell, who's going to go for a header and win a foul as Molina undercuts him there.
Good job by James there, putting his body on the line. Knew what was going to happen there.
I think he may have a cramp there. As you see a stoppage in play just to get that sorted out. Fletcher Clifford over there kind of pushing the toe back, trying to see if we can get a little stretch in. We haven't seen any subs so far for the Lions in the second half, so we'll see if that cramp continues to be a problem for the captain. And he's saying, kind of ushering to the bench here, that he wants a little bit of a sub, cramping up a bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do here with that.
28:31 remaining here. Mattia Marini on the ball. And we're going to get the ball back in play. Clock has started. It's a good header win there for the Rams defense. Abongo somehow out jumps Abongo, but is penalized for it.
I think his arms kind of got a little high there on the jump, trying to kind of wing himself to get a little more height
he
on
needs
there.
He's trying to make up about a foot, maybe more. As Emmanuel Barajas,
great slide tackle by Beckham.
Release him. It should release him. And here comes, looked like what we see is that Levi Molina across. Sir Call with a little bit of a good touch there. Sweet feet for him. Jack Smith, what a save.
And not able to save the second one.
The rebound is put in, and that is the sub. Number 14, Andrew King, finds the equalizer with 27:49 remaining. And what I'm most upset about, Josh, is that we don't get to talk enough about that initial save by Jack Smith.
Yeah.
Fully stretched left hand, hard left hand out to be able to parry that ball out, and it just happened to go right there to the sub on the wing. But really good job by number 9 for the Rams, Rodrigo Sir Call, to be able to kind of dribble through a couple guys at the box and get the initial shot off.
I don't know how he maintained possession of the ball through all those Lions.
We're going to see after the goal, we're going to see a sub. Landon Davidson in there for the captain, James Mitchell.
As Beck is going to throw that kind of long to Sace, Schute's going to win it. And
Schute's going to win his first foul of the match, and the bench is loving it over here.
I think he's loving it too.
Ball played quick back to Abongo through the middle.
And I think you're right. Sace may need to kind of watch himself here. He's kind of picked up. None of them have been hard fouls.
The accumulation.
But the accumulation of fouls that he's kind of picked up may find himself.
Good feet with Barajas there.
In the mind of the ref there.
Who was that center back in the first half, stepped into the midfield and kind of surprised me with the way he's done. Must be able to be a very versatile player to play both. Good job by Beckham Davidson to pick that ball off. And he tried to play to Sace. And as you can hear, Coach Davidson want the simple pass. Okay, Sace looking for a run, but the ball's going to be played up to Sammy. Sammy, who's cut off by Portero, and that looks like it's going to be a foul against Portero there. Right inside the midfield line, we're going to get a Mattia Marini free kick. 26:20 remaining. 2-2, entertaining 2-2 game here between the Columbia International Rams and the Bryan Lions.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't think this game's going to end in a draw.
I don't see it either. And it wouldn't surprise me if we have multiple more goals here.
And if it does end in a draw, it's going to be a 3-3 draw.
Agreed. That ball out of play for a Lions throw in. Beckham Davidson to retrieve the ball here and see if we can get something going. You can see James Mitchell off the screen stretching out, trying to get that cramp.
Ooh, just barely out.
Number 11, Victor Gonzalez with a throw in back to shoot. Pressured. See if we can get across here for Owen. They're going to play it all the way across. Good switch of play by the Rams. Guevara on the ball. He's going to look for a diagonal run. That's a great ball to Molina. Molina plays down to number 7, Baumgartner. Baumgartner up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, great touch by Beckham Davidson, and that's going to be a yellow card after that. That was a really good job by Beckham Davidson. And again, but a good free-flowing play there, and something to be worried about a little bit if you're the Lions is really good job switching. The Rams do a great job of going across their back line and then playing a diagonal ball to the opposing winger, and they've found that some success. Molina had a great touch there to play it back. They've done a really good job.
Shoot has been real good at that, I feel like, that left-footed, kind of that left center back, playing it to that opposite wing. This is one of the first times we've seen him come this way with it. But no, you're right. That's going to be dangerous.
Good job right there. Davidson plays the ball through somehow, inch perfect there. Sace going back to Owen. Owen with a touch, good turn. Good turn inside. He's done a great job there. He's still on the ball. He's still on the ball to win a throw in there. Thought he was dispossessed a couple times. Beckham Davidson on the ball, back to Owen. That's a good job by Victor Gonzalez. Beckham Davidson to his brother, Landon Davidson. Good pressure right there. That's a good run of play from Victor Gonzalez, number 11 here on this wing.
Yeah, I think that yellow card motivated him a little bit. He didn't think it was even a foul, much less a card. You just got to beware in a situation like this, though. For him, don't get too happy, too uppity up, and get yourself another card here. As much as I want the Lions to win this game, you hate to see somebody go off the pitch.
True, and it's been such a good matchup so far that you want to see it played full tilt there to the end. Good job. Beckham Davidson's had a good 2 or 3 minutes.
I think that's in. That's staying in.
Yeah, it definitely stayed in. Sace is going to have to get pressure. Put him under pressure. It's going to be tough for him to chest this ball down. Good job. Oh, and if that ball could get – again, Victor Gonzalez, good touch. Plays the ball in for Sarkal. He's one-on-one here with Fletcher Clifford. He needs some help on the way back. He does a good job. Ball goes wide. Ball over the top. Beckham Davidson gets a shove in the back. Nobody calls it, and that ball is fizzed just wide of the post. Sarkal tried to get on the end of it. Either way, shot or cross, that was a really threatening ball across the front of the goal. And I think that Molina got away with a slight shove on the back of Beckham Davidson, but that's all within the rules of the game. It's hard to see for the main official. Nonetheless, the line's off the hook there a little bit as Jack Smith's going to take this free kick. 22:30 remaining, 2-2 here at the Lions Den between the Rams and the Lions. Beckham Davidson heads up. Sace tries to get on the end of that. And it's a great job to win the ball. That's a good ball from Davidson into just slightly ahead of Hernandez, who fouls a bongo. We're going to have 22 minutes of end-to-end action here.
James looking to come back in at the next chance for the Lions to sub. I would imagine he'll come back in for Landon, who's done a great job in the middle, being in there. Kind of in a little bit of a different role, as you see Josh kind of taking more of that number 10 spot with James out, and Landon kind of playing that holding midfield position. As Mattia is going to chest that ball down so Jack can pick it up with his hands and look to release, and he's going to go back to Mattia on that far side. the pressure by both teams in possession, especially in this half of the when they're in their attacking half of the field, has been great. James is going to come in now.
Oh, he's going to come in for, I believe he said Sammy.
I thought he said Sammy as well, yeah.
Did,
So
so
we'll see what happens here.
How's that going to affect our shape? You would have to think James goes into a more attacking position.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Landon is going to take that kind of left wing role.
Landon on the ball. Good job playing that back to Johnny Kim. We got some width here with Owen. Played to James. Let's see if he wants to tap that out. He does to Owen. He makes a run. And he's going to play. That's
Great
a very good
ball.
weighted pass in. James Mitchell on the byline plays across.
Abongo cleans it up.
What a weight on that pass from Owen. We've said his delivery's been good today, but that's probably his toughest pass that he's made all day, is he didn't have much room to work, and he laid that in there perfectly weighted. As you see Abongo get up and head that ball down clear. It's going to be Levi Miller to come through.
Ooh, just over the head of Mattia, and that's going to spring a Rams counterattack as Josh in there fighting with, I believe that's their call with the ball.
I think there for a little bit.
Yeah,
that Josh may
he's
have been
going to
trying
get his
to
card.
Yeah, tactical foul. He was trying to slow that up. You could tell he was tugging the jersey. That's going to be the first yellow card of the game for the Lions, and not a bad one there to allow your defense to kind of get back in and regroup. Looks like we're going to get another sub here.
And I believe he said 53, so that would mean Shoot would come off on that yellow.
Shoot is on that yellow. He's making a run here, and they're going to play the ball to him.
And
he hits right over
the bar. He was offside.
He was offside. He had made a run kind of right behind the back line there, trying to time that up. And we'll see if the one thing the Lions haven't done is really usher a lot forward in the last few minutes. As Josh is in the middle, he's going to look to play this to Johnny. He's in acres of space. Ball takes a bobble. Going to go wide here to Owen. We've got some back post runners now. He's pointing for it. Owen plays it in. Abongo again on top of that. You're going to have to get some height on that ball.
Serious height on the ball
to clear him. Yeah, it's going to need to be at least 10 feet in the air to be able to get it over his head. As Say's going to play a ball, also headed down by Guevara. Sace wins a little bit of pressure. They play it through. Landon Davis is going to have to try. That's going to be a yellow card there as he's tactical foul.
Yeah, Landon knew what he was doing there.
Absolutely, he did. It was more of a, it's going to stop the attack, but it's also a little bit of a swipe at the back of a leg, which even not in the stopping of the counterattack is probably going to give you a yellow. We're going to get two subs. Yeah, we're going to get A.J. Santillanes also coming in. Santi, as he's known. He's going to be out here as well. Shoot plays it in. Good job. Good touch from Hernandez. James has got some time to turn and run. Let's see what we get. Going to make a run here. We've got multiple runners. He's going to play wide back to Josh Hernandez. Hernandez is going to turn, look. He's got a couple runners. Decides to go in on his own. Good job helping out there. Ball's played back.
Owen was offside.
Owen was offside. He lets that go out, and we're probably going to get our subs here.
Yeah, I think so.
We are going to see Paul Shoot come off. He's put in a good game. Really
Yeah.
good delivery.
Got an early yellow and really played well with being on a yellow.
I think that knock he took in frustration after he didn't get that foul call, maybe what's causing him. He's kind of limping a bit, favoring one of his feet here.
And Sace is going to come off as Santi's going to kind of occupy that number 9 role. Look for those fresh legs. I know Coach Davidson would really want Santi to put that back line under pressure right here. As he immediately does it, forces the ball up in the air. It's going to bounce around. James is going to control the second ball, play it back to Mattia, who's going to swing it over close to us, to Johnny, who's going to play Beckham. Beckham looking for the run, not able to get it over number 26 there.
Yeah, interesting to see Guevara, who scored the goal in the first half, put a couple good shots on frame when he was in that right wing back spot.
Yeah.
And now he hasn't been able to go forward since he's moved back
Yeah.
into that 3 center back spot.
And now they're going to kind of play him in Schute's role, which is that kind of the left-footed, left center back. We'll see if he can play some of those diagonal balls like Schute was. As right on cue, he's going to try to change the field. That ball's going to stay in. Now the Rams looking to attack.
I've seen some of the chat asking about the score. It is 2-2. Rams and Lions knotted in a deadlock here. 16:43 remaining in the second half. James Mitchell has a brace, as you see Santi try to get on the end of that. And goals for the Rams, Landon Guevara, and also the sub, Andrew King, has a goal.
That was a good ball up this near side for the Rams. Flips it back inside.
Oh, my goodness, and Baumgartner just over the bar for a goal kick. That was on a platter for him. So we're going to get a sub here for Landon Davidson, and I believe that is going to be number 6, Josh, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Petery.
It is, yes. It's Julius is in now for the Lions. He's been a little more advanced, and then we'll see him go, straight at, well, Landon was a little more advanced, I assume, because he was on that left side.
Yeah, Landon kind of took Sammy's spot when Sammy came off for James when James came back into the game. As once again, right in the game, ball finds him. Santi able to control that ball, play it back to Jack, who's going to look to spring it forward, and that ball is going to go onto the hill there for a Rams throw-in. They play it back in quick.
James is furthest forward now, so all that creative midfield position, that number 10 role, like you said, Josh Hernandez, so we'll see if they can link up. You got to think, I like the way that Owen has played in this game as that ball's played in. Jack Smith, unreal, man. He has made at least 3 point-blank saves that are unbelievable, that I believe any other keeper in the conference has given up 2 of the 3 there, and he's allowed none of those in. He was very unfortunate on one of them for the rebound to go in, but we're going to get a corner from the left-footed Portero. He is going to look for an outswinger here. It gave us trouble back post on his last delivery. We'll see what he decides to do here, and it looks like he's going back there again. And a free header for Rodrigo Cercal, and he's able just to head it over. And the Lions are on the back foot here. I think, Josh, you would agree, the Rams are starting to get a little bit of a foothold.
They're applying the pressure right now for sure. It doesn't seem like we can get our foothold on the possession, any of those things, as Jack's going to play this ball forward. And that's going to bounce around.
Good job by Santi to try to apply some pressure there. Beckham out. That's going to be a
little long there on the diagonal ball there.
I mean, that's the right thought if you're CIU. Those back post, those diagonal balls have given us some trouble today in both the ladies and the guys game. Of just tracking those runners in that back has been tough, especially with how much freedom our fullbacks have to go up the pitch in possession. Hoping we can get a little more sustained possession here in the last 13:25 of this game. There's Julius on the ball after just coming in, played up, good touch. Got to play that through, Santi. Santi couldn't get it out of his feet. He had Owen on the overlap. Here comes Levi Miller. That's a good job there by Molina. Beck loses his footing, and that ball's played Molina down the wing. Molina's got one-on-one with Levi Miller. Looks to cut in. He does. He's played that ball up. Jack Smith, the man of the hour. Great save as he's done it again. You better put your best shot on frame today if you're going to beat Jack Smith. And I know that's crazy with 2 goals allowed.
But I was just about to say, and even the other goal that he allowed, that was a world-class strike. And, sometimes you got to tip your hat. And then, like we said, the second one, very unlucky. Santee working hard to try to keep possession there as he loses it.
Playing advantage. That ball's over the top. Is Molina on or off? He's played that into Sir Call. And he's put that in. No flag up. And it is going to be a goal for Sir Call. Ball played in behind to Molina. There were some offside shouts, and he did the unselfish thing and played that ball across to Sir Call. 3-2 to the Rams. 12:19 remaining, and we're going to see some subs here for the Lions.
Yeah, we got Danya coming in for Josh. Say's going to come back in for Santee, and Sammy is going to come in for Owen.
And we had just mentioned that we were a little bit on the back foot there, and the Rams have made us pay. But a good job by Bryan Molina on that assist to the goal scorer, Sir Call.
So now that'll tie Sir Call for the conference lead.
$12:20 remaining. Lions down a goal, looking for the equalizer. As the mentality was great earlier, Lions went down early, 1-0, and then came back to tie it up and to go ahead. But 2 goals unanswered by the Rams have put them 12 minutes from an away win, and a big away win, Josh. As you said, they will advance them into a higher seed for the tournament.
Potentially.
Potentially.
It would put them in a tie for 4th, so I'm not sure.
We don't know tiebreakers
here.
So.
But just from the intensity that they've played with from the start, you would think they were playing for something. Both teams here, the Lions, same thing. If they pull out a win, they would advance to the number 2 seed. So this has been a game. You not thought that either one of these two teams have conceded anything in terms of what's on the line in this game. That ball's going to be bounced out. Sace looking to get back to it, takes a little slip, gets right back up.
Good job
we're
right
surrounded.
There. Julius, and he just couldn't get his foot around that. Really good job. Thought it might have took a touch, but they're signaling for the goal kick.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a corner as well.
That's going to be Diaco Mihalis there for this goal kick, and we'll see maybe some gamesmanship here with a little bit of time wasting. It'll be interesting to see. That I know the CIU bench will know what they need for the tournament. So we may see a little bit of that depending on what it does to their seeding. Deep ball there by Bongo. Danya tries to go to the left side, and it's going to be headed back. Fletcher Clifford under some pressure. He's headed it. Molina has done a good job, has turned and just puts a shot wide. I think Jack Smith had angles.
He did get a touch to it.
He did get a touch. So another good save by Jack Smith, but he has been under a lot more pressure than we have seen in these last few run of games for us. We're just giving up a lot of uncontested shots, which is not really indicative of how we've been all year, but it looks like we're a little stretched at the back at the moment, and fair play to CIU for being able to take advantage as the clock will tick down to 10 minutes remaining. 3-2 Rams lead. Portero on the outswinger. Ball bounces in the box. Jack Smith off his line. He's going to look to try to release someone quick. He takes the kick. It's going to That's a good job by the sub, number 2. And I think I missed that when the goal went, but number 2, Ariel Lopez, he is who came in for shoot.
Just not able to maintain possession in the middle of the park as the Rams are able to get it back here on that far side. Mattia works hard to win it back and then draws the foul. As you hear their bench tell them get back, they definitely don't want to draw here, that's for sure.
Danya looking to overlap on this side. James is going to try to play a ball up for Sace. Lopez anywhere will do there for that clearance. It's actually going to find his way to Sarkal, loses his footing. Back to Mitchell to Danya. Danya's looking to play a ball for Mattia. Mattia wins a header, but only as far as Abongo, who clears back out of the box. Good job right there by the scorer of the second goal, Andrew King. And Sarkalis now kind of finding his way deeper, coming and picking that up maybe as a false nine, trying to get some. I think he's just so good on the ball. He helps hold possession up. James Mitchell plays the ball just a tad bit too far for Marini down the left wing, and that's going to be a CIU throw. And CIU has just done a really good job of taking the sting out of the last 5-6 minutes since they've scored. The Lions have not been able to get any sustained possession. As we see a ball flipped into the midfield, Fletcher Clifford tries to win it. He's knocked off the ball by Sarkal. Looks like some tired legs here for the Lions. That's a really good ball down the wing to Victor Gonzalez. He's got runners back post. Good job, Beckham Davidson, to get a touch. Gonzalez be able to get back on the ball. That's good D there by Julius to try to make them switch sides, but they will do fine holding possession here. Andrew King's going to stop it, look to play back in the middle of the field. He goes back to the sub, Ariel Lopez. Lopez plays up only as far as Danya. Danya tries to hit a deep ball. I don't know that we're at good touch there by Sammy. Good job by Sammy. He's done a really good job to beat a couple defenders. He's got James back post. He's played a ball to Sace. Sace in the box, and a great slide.
Touch.
And you can see Abongo slides to get a touch on that ball and play it back to his keeper. What a tackle by Abongo, who really hasn't done much wrong today at that back line.
He's very solid back there, both on set pieces. He's just kind of had his way.
The Lions bench upset a little bit about time wasting there. Which, there we go. Good touch right there by Mattia Marini as the Lions look to get back on the front foot. Julius on the ball. He's going to play that wide. Sace is not there. Looks like we're going to get a sub.
Number 20 back in.
Number 20, that is Nakanishi coming in for James Mitchell. That will do James Mitchell. That means he is done, correct? James is done for the day for the last 6 minutes without their captain. See what the Lions can do.
And now CIU is going to make a sub as well. Number 16 is going to come in for 28.
16 is Banta. He was in late in the first half, and he comes in for 28. The assist man, Bryan Molina, on that third goal. He put in a good shift there. We're going to see Banta back in the game. And you can hear James. He may have left the pitch, but he is definitely still out here captaining his team. He's a natural leader, James Mitchell. We see Fletcher Clifford on the ball. Good job right there to hold possession. He's looking for a deep ball, unable to get it. Nakanishi on the ball. His first touch since being back in the game. Another big win there by the sub, Ariel Lopez. And just really, CIU's done a good job of taking the midfield of the Lions out of the game. It's been a lot of long balls late in the second half. There's nothing to link up the play from when the Lions gain possession, but that's a good job by Marini overlapping on that run. He's got Gomez.
Number 2, is that Molina?
Molina is number 2, yes.
Yeah, he kind of got his toe in there, poked that ball away from what could have been a dangerous spot for the Lions.
Johnny Kim to Marini. Wasn't good enough. There goes Fletcher Clifford to try to play a ball in. The Lions are going to need to push up and try to see if they can apply some pressure on this throw in deep.
Last 5 minutes of the game here. You don't want to leave anything in the tank at this point.
Andrew King on the throw. He's going to go back. That ball's going to be cleared, but not only is it cleared, but it's cleared perfectly to number 7, Florian Baumgartner.
I don't think he needed to kind of clear that ball. I think he could have possessed it.
You can see the shift for them, and it definitely means something to them to get this result because they are better safe than sorry.
Does that get over? No, it can't get over a bongo.
I'm going to stop asking myself that question if it can get over a bongo because as of now it cannot. He has had a great game for the Rams back line.
And maybe the tackle of the match too. That
absolutely.
That was a impressive.
You got to think time wasting is going to be an issue there as he runs off a good 20 seconds. Mattia, good touch to Danya in the middle. Going to try to play a ball up. He's going to go down the wing. Good job by Sace. Can he play it through? Abongo's there. Will we?
And I think he's going to win himself a goal kick there, too.
He did, and you see it. He plays with some passion. Abongo again with another tackle. We're going to stop the clock here because the ball trickled behind. 3:48 remain. Your line's down 3-2. The Rams lead, and the ref is going to talk to Diaco Mahalis and just let him know it's probably his warning for time wasting. You can hear the CIU bench, Josh, screaming second ball. They are urging them to win these 50-50s, and they've done a great job of that today. Looks like Beckham Davidson's going to get on this one. Johnny Kim. Andrew King dispossesses him. He's going to play a ball up to number 16. That's Banta. He is the sub. He's come in. Ball's going to go just as far as Marini. Marini is able to win that ball. Banta is still on him. That's a good duel there. We got a looking back post. Julius was making a run. It's Hal Marini still has the ball in the middle of three. He wanted a run. Beckham Davidson's looking to play one. Good touch. We got to get some runners forward here. 3:13 remaining for the Lions to try to find the equalizer. 3-2 Rams. Ball played over the top. Not far enough as Ariel Lopez able to get his head to it. Andrew King also heads it towards the, and that's going to be a throw in here for the Lions. Lopez has done a really good job coming in there for shoot at that on that back line. Ball played up. Marini wanted runners. He was frustrated that nobody gave him a run back post as he plays that ball in towards Julius. Good win right there by Nakanishi. Sace on the ball. He turns. He's got Nakanishi to him. Nakanishi looks to take a touch. He's still got the ball. It's going to go through. Julius on the ball. And Abongo again,
once again
to win another tackle. What a game he's put in. He's 87 minutes of unreal defense there for the CIU Rams. And you can feel the energy coming from their dugout as that ball bounces over. Levi able to win it. Nobody's really up front here. Beckham Davidson, another deep ball. Abongo on it. Sace somehow gets on the ball.
Somehow stays on his feet.
And that's a good job. Nakanishi, good job getting that ball back. He's going to make a move. He tries to play a ball into Sammy. Sammy's on the ball. Around a ball. Oh, my goodness, what a move.
Oh, that's going to take a touch. That's a corner.
And what a slide by Ariel Lopez. That ball was destined for the back of the net, and the Lions are going to have a corner with 1:40 remaining. This may be the last good chance of the match for the Lions. So you're going to see Marini come in for the in-swinger. The back line in this last 10 minutes for the Rams has been unreal.
Yep. Now if we can just beat them one time.
1:20 remaining. Marini with the ball, plays it in. It's going to go to the back post. Fletcher Clifford gets a touch.
That's a goal! That's a goal! Johnny Kim with a header!
What a job, and the ball played in, bounces around, and who else, Josh? The overhead kick attempt by Sace, and it doesn't come off, but it goes as far as Johnny Kim, and he ushers it into the corner, and your Lions have tied it up 3-3 with 1:13 remaining. That's what we asked for. Josh Muncie on the mic said, all we need to do is beat them once. In the man of the hour, Johnny Kim, 3-3 in a 6-goal thriller here at the Lions Den. 1:13 remaining, Josh, and we might as well. We got 3. Go get a 4th. Go get a 4th as Sace is going to come out after picking up the assist on the failed overhead kick that kind of fell kindly to Johnny Kim in the box. What a job. Gannon Hood back in the game. I don't know who's in the game at this point, Josh. We're just gonna scream and yell if we score.
This ball.
Abongo plays it deep. Good job, Beckham Davidson. And it is just tired legs. A minute, 60 seconds remaining here. CIU with a throw. Gonzalez throws in to Banta. Good job. Gannon Hood can turn and go. He's got a runner. He's got a runner. Can he play it? He's going to play that across to Nakanishi. Nakanishi looks. He's going to play. Gannon Hood should be onside if he keeps running. If Gannon keeps running, he is onside there.
Yeah.
42 seconds remaining.
Sammy definitely was off, but Sammy knew that, so he stopped.
Diakomaha, that's a good winner. Johnny Kim, good job possessing. Back to Marini. Marini plays a ball, and he doesn't get it off the ground. That's going to be just as far. Oh, Levi Miller, good job. Beckham Davidson, 25 seconds remain. We've got to time this run up here. He's going to play a ball down here. Sammy, can he get a flick? That's a really good job by 26, Guevara. Good slide. And that's going to be a stoppage of clock there. We're going to get 14 and a half seconds stopped on the foul, I believe.
Fletcher
Clifford on the foul. And then we had a clearance after the fact. Nobody's got a yellow at the moment. I'm surprised we don't. I don't think it was Fletcher Clifford. I think it was more of the time wasting afterwards by Danya was going to be more the yellow card offense.
It was really quick with the whistle. So I think the ref, because they called for it immediately, and he kind of looked and said no.
And I guess you're saying if it was so close to the whistle,
so close.
And you're just trying to get that ball out of there at that point. 14 and a half seconds. You got to think the Lions defense is calling for guys to come back. They want all the help they can get on this set piece. You have to think Portero is going to throw a ball in here to the back post. The left-footed player steps it off. 14 seconds will
Can't let a bongo get his head to this.
You cannot. Ariel Lopez running up late to provide another runner. It's one-on-one back here with Sammy. If you can head a ball down, and we've got some extracurricular activity there right in front of the official, so nothing.
A
just
lot
told
of
everybody
pressure
to
on
get up.
this official right here with this
A
free
lot,
kick.
A lot. We're going to have guys go to ground as soon as this ball's kicked. We're going to have it whistled for a handball. So we're going to have 5 seconds remaining as that ball was kicked into the one-man wall. That was Julius Prederat, and the ball hit him. Is going to be deemed to hit him in the hands, and I do think it looked like he was guarding an inbounds pass there, Josh.
Yeah,
But, you know, if you can get away with it, you can get away with it. They're going to gain about 7 to 10 yards now on this kick. Still probably too far to go for goal. The Lions have 8 seconds on the clock to preserve this 3-3 tie. As Portero is going to step this one off. Looks like he's about to kick a field goal here. We're going to throw this in back post. Abongo is in the top middle. They're going to he plays it in. Ball's going to be cleared out. Anywhere will go. He misses it. Portero is going to take a touch only as far as Fletcher Clifford, and that is going to end the game 3-3. Honors even here at the Lions Den. And I will tell you, Josh, probably the most intriguing, interesting end-to-end game we have called so far this year.
Yeah, that was yeah.
What a job!
How are we supposed to go back to the office and work after this?
I don't think we're going to. That's the answer to that.
Some of us have practice today, but hey,
the Lions come from behind twice. They do give up a 2-1 lead, but are able to come back and fight 3-3 for the draw with a 89th minute equalizer from Johnny Kim. And I'm going to go man of the match for the Rams. It's probably got to be Abongo. He was the best player on the pitch for them today. I know it's hard to give a man of the match award to a defensive player in a 3-3 draw. But it would have been 6-3 without him on the pitch today. And for the Lions, just for the brace, it's probably got to go to Captain James Mitchell. But a lot of good performances, and we're excited. We will see you again on the broadcast here on Friday. And it's postseason time, Josh. It's knockout, and we're ready to go. What a game here. 3-3 draw between the Rams and the Lions. For Josh Muncy, I'm Jordan Day. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to El Toro for bringing it to your homes. We will see you on Friday. Go Lions.